Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar. All right, we start off today's episode, 191, for those of you who were wondering what the number of this one was, with a fact.
And didn't read it, but yeah, okay, go on. A fact to what?
A fact, just a general fact. And this comes from the iRadio people.
Oh, okay. Or good friends over at iRadio, is it, yeah?
Our friends at iRadio.
Yeah, who won't give us a job.
No.
I love the way we say, what I say, won't give us a job, as if we ever asked them for one, like, or that they've categorically said, no way in hell.
I think I did email them about 8 years ago.
Did you?
Before ever we had anything.
So to ask for a job in...
Just say it any chance we show.
Okay, so you as a civil servant and no media experience,
exactly.
no podcast at the time.
Kenny said, when do you want us to start?
You said, listen, let me know there whenever you want me on the show.
It's a bit like, what do you call your man? Ronaldo. Before ever he picked up a football.
Yeah.
Emailing Manchester United.
Yeah.
Give
but
me
it's
a shout.
not, no, hang on now.
We're not Ronaldo.
Yeah, don't compare yourself to Ronaldo either. Like, it's more like, no, I won't say. It'd be more like me emailing Man United, actually.
Right.
I'd say, well, lads, whenever you want me there. I played junior football for Castlereagh Celtic, under 18, never got a game.
Do you want the fact?
Go on, give me the fact, man.
New study, right, shows that Cavan people spent the most on Valentine's this year. No.
That is not true. That can't be true.
That's the new study saying that.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, they must get some right up in Cavan then. So, because if you can make a Cavan man spend money on Valentine's Day, I'll tell you the Cavan ride must be well worth it. Okay, then what kind of women are they up in Cavan?
Oh, I don't know.
Come here, speaking of Valentine's Day as well, Ray, so we did an unbelievable mediocre live show.
It was very mediocre.
On Valentine's Day.
I think after what we said about the GAA players, we have to kind of put ourselves down.
What do you mean?
Sorry. Don't upset them.
Yeah,
it's very mediocre.
Yeah, but we always say we're mediocre, though. The GAA fans, they'll never say they're mediocre.
No, maybe should we like the GAA? We were great.
The GAA should be more like us, I think.
Yeah, we were great.
And come down from the high horse Katie Daly, is what I would say. So we did a live show on Tuesday. It was unbelievable crack, I must say. We had the Bjords on, which was great crack. We had Owens Colgan on, which shows our stature in the world. Oh my God, that guy was on RT and had a film.
Yeah.
And it's like he's on the boy show
and
now.
he did us a really nice favour.
Yeah.
It just shows his philanthropic nature.
Yeah, to help out the little man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that was for the So Funny Sligo Comedy Festival, which apparently
bombed for the rest of the week.
Load of shite.
Worst festival ever.
All I heard was a load of vowel. Oh, jeez, awful tripe. No one went to it, Ray.
No. It was actually really. I was surprised myself. I will say it.
I have to say, when a festival like that is on in a town, you can see the buzz around the town.
Can.
And there is a spill. Yeah. There's an overspill.
And the lack of staff in places.
Yeah. But because there's an overspill of people going, what the hell is Tuesday night? Why is there 200 people in my pub now?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because they just left a comedy gig that was full and now they're all in here now as well.
Yeah.
So that just shows you that stuff
fair
like
play
that.
to So Funny.
Yeah, and fair play to Brendan Tierney if you don't know him.
Yeah, he ran the whole thing by himself out of his own money.
Yeah, out of his own pocket. No. The only thing is, he then profited. Yeah. He took all the profits. Yeah. So any of the acts that were there didn't get paid because Brendan said, if I'm paying out of this, I'm making all the money, like on the tickets. Like, so no one.
I even said to him, "Is there any chance we'll get our money out of it?"
He said no. He said no way.
No way, not for a couple of months.
He said that'll rest in a bank account in the Caribbean. He said,
I was the same Father Ted. Bizarre irregularities.
Just a couple of bizarre irregularities in Brendan's account. You know. Anyway, it was class crack.
Thanks for coming.
You might notice as well, ladies and gentlemen, on Patreon, or perhaps even if you're watching the TikTok videos lately, you'd be like, "What's going on with the big new sexy camera angles?"
Yeah.
We are very experimental gentlemen. That might not be in our sexual lives.
You are.
Okay. I like it. Keep it steady. Keep it normal. Steady, do you know?
Yeah. What's missionary?
That's what the boys used to go out to Africa for. The priests years ago.
No, seriously. I'm now 39 years of age, right? I'm going on 40.
Yeah.
And all my life, there's been a few mysteries in my life, right?
Okay.
The difference between sexes and genders in cattle. That's always been a confusion in my
life. Are you telling me that there's...
I actually don't... I'm going to be straight up. I'm sorry, ML at home, to say this, but I actually don't know the difference between a male and a female. I know that cows are female. Yeah. Right? But then when you get into the whole world of cattle... Yeah. Right, which is, as they call it, dry stock.
Yeah, okay, yeah? The big dry stock.
The big dry stock heading you. You do have to wonder, like, who's who now? What's are they?
Yeah,
is it those?
Are you trying to tell me that there might be some class of more of a neutral gender involved
I don't
in the
know.
Catholic trade?
There's not. No, there's my absolute ignorance. And similarly, then, on a not too distant relation of cattle, it's missionary position in the sexual tense.
Okay, so we'll get some farmers, maybe the boys from the crop dusters, whatever. What would they call it again? What would they call it?
Crop cruisers.
The crop cruisers. Yeah. They might let us know.
Someone or Trevor, our agricultural correspondent from way back in episode 9.
Yeah.
Someone tell me. No, I don't need someone to tell me. I'm sure I could just ask my father, suck it up and be embarrassed.
No, I'll tell you that.
And he'd be disappointed even more. What?
I've really good knowledge of all this kind of stuff. Yeah, no, I don't. So I'll tell you now. A bullock.
Yeah.
That's a male. That's a male bull, but isn't that though? Do you have to castrate the bull to call it a bullock?
But that's the point. Like, I see what you mean. So a bullock is cast. Like, could they all be bulls? Because you look at a bull and it's a big lump of a yoke, and you're kind of going, how come they're not all bulls?
And do you know what they do? Not only do they castrate some of these things, but they do dehorn them as well, Ray.
Oh, I've done both. And that's one thing. I've participated in both these activities.
I'll tell you one thing, Ray. If someone dehorned me,
you wouldn't feel it.
Jesus, an awful thing to take the horn off somebody, Ray. Jesus Christ.
If I applied heat to we'll say your nail.
Yeah.
You wouldn't necessarily feel it the same as if I applied heat to your cheek.
I would, man. And you have some cheek saying it. Of course I'd feel it. So so I've seen this on Jeremy Clarkson's Farm season 2.
Are you watching it?
Yeah, I watched all of it and it's brilliant.
Get away.
So
all of it already?
Yeah, because I absolutely love I don't love Jeremy Clarkson in his normal. I'm not saying, oh my God, Kendy's Jeremy Clarkson supporter, even though he said that Meghan Trainor should be dragged through the streets.
Not Meghan Trainor.
Whatever it was, Meghan Merkel's.
Meghan Merkel's.
Yeah, you're one who runs Germany. So I'm not saying that, I agree with it. I just really like that show. And in one of them, he was dehorning a cow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I'd always fight for the agricultural man, Ray.
Yeah.
Okay, rural Ireland it's needed. Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
I won't fight for a man who burnt the horn off a fucking...
No,
it looks so mental,
I've done that for years.
So you're part of it as well.
Me and the old fella go up and before me and the old fella we would be my granddad.
Right.
And I would be responsible for holding the calf. It's normally a calf.
Right, yeah, you do it young.
Right, do it really young. They're only like a couple of months old.
Okay.
And I would be responsible for holding the calf in again the wall.
Right, okay.
In the crush.
Oh, jeez, he could hold it, Ray could hold the crush.
I'll tell you, they lose the head obviously when the
that's so funny.
Burning soldering iron thing comes on them.
Yeah, that's so funny, Ray, that they lose it. I wonder why, Ray.
I think it's the smoke and the burning skin and whatnot.
Yeah, and the pain, probably.
Yeah.
So, but if you cornered me and tried to take the horn off me, Ray, I'll tell you one thing, man.
But you can't talk about this because you've no lived experience of having the horn.
I've had a horn before. Don't you dare say that, Ray. I've had a horn.
No, but no one would ever try and take that one off you.
Yeah. Well, fucking hell, I'll tell you one thing, a child isn't far off it now.
Yeah.
But
it's not too far off the old circumcision though, is it?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So not only are you going around dehorning these things, but also and cutting the balls off a bullock or whatever, which we haven't decided yet if that becomes a bullock then or not.
I don't know, I'm so confused.
And you have them, like.
I should know. I've been too embarrassed. It's one of those things that just got out of hand. I should have asked this question as a 12-year-old.
Yeah, it's too late.
What's the story here?
Yeah.
You know, but it's too late. I'm 39. I can't ask him that question. But I'm sure now he'll look at me with even more disappointment the next day I go down.
He hates you.
He hates me.
I do.
He's the laughing stock of all the agricultural fathers in the occasion.
I mean, like, it must just be unreal pain for him when he goes down to the mart.
Yeah.
And someone says, well,
I heard the young fella on the podcast.
Or even worse, like, did the young fella help you there load the stuff? And ML has to go, no. He was busy playing music.
And Carmel helped me.
Yeah, Carmel helped me.
She's very good with the big.
And tell me, the young fella not at home anymore. No, he's got big. He got Sligo.
Music, yeah.
Sligo. Yeah. Jesus Christ, he must have a big job up there. I'd say.
Sorry, now this sounds like exactly the conversation my father would have with our mechanic, Mickey Stentels. That's your Mickey Stentels right there now.
And tell me now, would Ray ever come home and just do the land? No. Jesus Christ, yes, he left high and dry.
Exactly.
That's exactly what he said. I still enjoyed his big job in Sligo. That's all now. He's happy enough. So I have to say.
You didn't answer the second one.
What's the second one?
Missionary. What's that?
Oh yeah, we never got onto it. Okay, before we get onto that, I'd love to know more about agriculture.
Yeah.
I wish I did because I sound like a spa now. So, okay, that'd be better if it didn't.
Sure, ML might come on of an episode.
Yeah,
and explain some agricultural terms.
That'd be brilliant.
I'd enjoy that now if we do that. Open invitation to him.
It might be a lovely moment between the two of you if you did.
Be.
Imagine if you had a newfound respect for you. No, okay.
no.
Okay.
Come away and going, that was tougher than I thought, son. Yeah, now.
So, okay, I don't know much about agriculture. Now, you asked me a sex question. I know even less. Okay?
Right. What is the missionary position?
Okay, the missionary position, Ray, is when none of you talk or make eye contact.
Right.
And the mystery.
I'm still no wiser.
It's afterwards when you turn on Netflix. That's the mystery.
No, what is it? Where is who? Where is the person?
Okay. It works across the board. Okay.
Where does the girl be?
So the girl
or the fella? I don't know. It just works for everybody.
Okay, I'm going to try and explain this as best I can without being crude.
Yeah. I think it's not the simple world anymore where there was a man and a woman. It could be a man and a man. It could be a woman and a woman.
Okay.
It could be them.
Okay, it could be those. It could be them or those.
Them or those.
Okay. One of the participants, usually the taking participant, not the entry participant.
We're back to the Roman times.
Okay.
Because that's what it was all about. The givers and the receivers.
No, I'm just
receiving. And
I'm just being very politically correct for your sake.
Thank you.
Okay, because dare I say, when a man and a woman are having sex? No, excuse me. More people have sex than that, Mark. How dare you say that?
Yeah.
Okay, so when one of the participants, usually the participant that's being entered,
right. Where are they?
They'd be on the flat of their back.
Right.
Okay. So they're on the flat of their back.
Gotcha. You have it now. I know where things are going. Where's the other? Where's the enterer?
The person who's entering.
Yes.
He might lie above and top. Or she.
Yes.
I mean, that doesn't make any
not lying
sense.
on their back, though.
No, they'd be lying frontal.
Frontal.
Okay.
Right.
And then, I mean, you'd want to be wide open to take someone on board.
That's all I needed. I just needed that just clarified. But I did.
That's, I think, what the missionary is.
That's what missionary is.
Yeah.
And how did it get that name?
Maybe that's what they did when they went over to Africa years ago. The reason it's called that is because people on the African continent, Ray, were having sex wrong for years.
Right.
And it took the Catholic priests to go over and show them.
Now, you've brought us on nicely to the one of the sections I wanted to talk about.
Okay, let's move on.
During the So Funny Comedy Festival, I was very lucky to hear a wide variety of comedians.
Oh, yeah, because you were doing the audio.
I was doing the audio in Anderson.
So I only saw our gig. That was this.
You didn't even see that?
No,
you were in it.
Yeah, it was a part of it.
Yeah. So after that, then there was some tremendous comedians that performed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That's right.
And I will now rob some of their jokes and content.
Okay, and let's see if it works with you telling it shit. Okay.
So, I have seen Neil Delamere is marvellous.
You really enjoyed him.
And anyone that has an opportunity to go see Neil Delamere, please do.
I mean, I don't mean to sound ignorant or anything, but I mean, I would nearly call him Neil Delaware because I haven't seen him since my youth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's still ticking around gigging.
He is. Yeah, he was really, really, really funny.
He's supposed to be an absolute gentleman.
He came out and did what we did in the band scene as hit them hard first.
Oh, he hit them with the thunderstruck
away.
He
hit them straight away. Like last night even I was asking for a young Dwayne Gallagher to break straight into a small bit of Whitesnake.
Yeah.
Which he obviously refused.
Yeah, what I've learned really mostly there is don't ask him to do that.
Don't ask him
to do anything actually at a gig ever.
But anyway, I wanted him to hit him hard, just like Neil Delamere hit them hard. Yeah. He hit them hard with something that was actually on my mind from earlier in the day.
No spit, no nothing. Straight in.
Right. WhatsApp messages.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know when you delete a WhatsApp? Say, for example, you delete a WhatsApp message.
It's funny you're saying that now because I haven't deleted the WhatsApp message since 2018, I'd say.
Have you not?
No, I don't.
You're happy enough let that just be?
I'm always afraid that someone will say to me, do you remember your man? What was his number again? And I'll go, I think he texted me in 2016. Let me go back and see. Can I find that message?
Yeah.
And then I'll have his phone number.
Okay. No, I don't mean deleting the chat. I mean, when you delete it, so if, say, for example, I came home last night from the pub.
Yeah.
And I text you something like, you know something, Kendy, on reflection, you're a bollocks.
Oh, and then a message was deleted.
And then you didn't see it because you don't look at your messages or reply for that matter.
Yeah.
And I woke up this morning going, Jesus, I'm glad I didn't say that to his face. I've just said it now in a text.
Yeah.
I'm now going to delete it.
Yeah.
So I pressed delete and you get two options. Delete for me.
Or delete for everybody.
Or delete for everybody in the world.
Yeah.
So I'd go delete for everyone because that you'd be the other person in the other one.
Yeah.
Everyone. Mm-hmm. So that's it then. But you get a message saying,
Ray deleted all
this
that.
message was deleted.
Yeah.
And you're immediately going,
what did he say?
What did he say?
Yeah. What the shite in hell did he say?
It's mad.
Yeah. And I would be...
Why doesn't WhatsApp just literally just delete it? They don't fully do it.
Because
it should be delete for everyone and tell on you.
The people, That's because what's happening there is WhatsApp is going, I'm going to cause even more controversy in your life now by letting them know that you deleted something that you said that
I've
was
made
wrong.
things worse.
Did you do that?
How do you mean now?
How often have you... I mean, I'd love if there was a delete message on your mouth sometimes when you're drinking.
Thanks. Delete for me or delete for everyone?
Delete for everybody, I think would probably be the right way to say.
Yeah.
But have you done that to somebody?
No, but I mean...
Have you ever sent a message to someone like where you've done... I don't want to call it... I'd love to coin this really, but I don't think it's fair to coin it. Pull the Ray. Okay.
Pull the Ray.
and you've sent it via message and gone, I really wish I didn't send that now.
I probably have.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have deleted it. I'm like yourself. I'll leave it there now. It's grand. Because I know that the other side of it is they're going to find out Ray deleted the message.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But you could just say, actually, oh, sorry, that message, it was actually a Mickey pic. Or so, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
sorry about that now. I wasn't giving out to you at all. It was a Mickey pic.
Yeah.
But you could cover it up like by saying, I actually just sent you a big lovely message.
I think the Mickey pics might get me in even more bothered than saying things wrong.
Yeah. Well, can you delete pictures as well?
Mickey pics.
Yeah,
you can.
If you send one off, like,
you can delete.
That's good to know. I might send out 30 or 40 of them and see.
But then everybody just go on the message deleted.
Just check now.
But anyway, I know there was more to my thing about comedians.
Go on.
So Neil Delamere was marvellous. Kevin McGarrett, Sharon Mannion, all marvellous.
Yep.
Super. Emma Doran, brilliant.
Yeah.
But there was a thing that they all did.
Go on.
Protestants.
They all went after the Protestants.
They all went after the Protestants.
Is that because of Sligo?
I don't know.
Okay.
And I wanted to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Because I thought, I don't see what they've done wrong, the Protestants.
Okay.
To get this, because they were really targeted.
Are you going to start pushing this Brit thing again now on me? If you start pushing this British fucking agenda again on me.
No, but Protestants aren't just Brits. Didn't they originate in Germany?
I mean, I don't know if
Wasn't it Martin Luther King that started the Protestant?
Martin Luther King started Protestant religion.
Martin Luther King.
Can you explain to me what Lutheranism is? And
it was Martin Luther King started before he got into the old racial stuff over in America.
300 years beforehand.
Yeah, he was knocking around Germany.
Gee, that's mad, man. He must have. Is he like Benjamin Button or something?
Something like
was
that.
he born 500?
He was a vampire.
So did he coin what is the sale of indulgences? No, or is that real?
I think that's unfortunately all the shite stuff is on the Catholic side.
No,
so the Protestant side kind of went, lads, this has gone too far.
Okay, I need you to be very fucking careful about what you say, Ray.
Right.
I just Catholicized my daughter yesterday.
Yes.
And you're going to say, I actually prefer Protestantism.
I think you might have made the wrong choice.
Okay, well, what should I have gone with then? Fucking, like, Buddhism or something?
Well, I think definitely, and this was, again, raised by Kevin McGarrett, I'm not giving him credit for his joke.
Right.
He said that there's basically, the main difference between Protestantism and Catholicism is transubstantiation.
Okay, and how would you transubstantiate such a statement?
So, apparently the Catholics believe that the little biscuits that you get at Mass, the wafers.
Yeah, the body of Christ.
The body of Christ is actually the body of Christ.
Yeah.
That's it. The priest does a little job in it, and it goes from a wafer to actual body of Christ.
Okay, well, I have a confession to make.
The big cannibal head and everything.
Yeah, but I have a confession to make then.
Go on.
When I was a stupid baby before I became a stupid adult, okay? So when I was a stupid child, they used to tell me that abroad inside in the tabernacle, that's where the baby Jesus was. Okay?
Okay.
You know the tabernacle that's in the Catholic Church?
Yeah, the little safe.
Yeah, that's the little safe.
The little safe with the key.
Yeah, right.
And he opens it up every Sunday.
But that's where they keep the communion. Right?
Yeah.
So the Holy Communion, right?
That's the unbody of Christ.
Yeah, but that's where the Holy Communion is kept. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, right? The big Holy Communion head. Yeah.
Communion.
Okay. Yeah. That's from a video. If anyone references that video, fair play to you, okay? It's my favourite video online. Okay.
Okay.
If anyone knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, perfect. I can't say what it is. Okay. It's class.
Shut up and move on.
Right.
I don't know. None of us know what you're talking
communion.
about.
I thought that there was a real baby in every church in Ireland.
Right.
Kept in a tabernacle, and that they went in and took a piece of him every day and brought it out to us.
Right.
I was a very stupid child.
Yeah.
So, but that's what they tell you, though. But what you have to realise about the Catholic Church and the Catholic religion is it's all symbolism and metaphor.
Right.
Everything is symbolism and metaphor.
Well, no, they do genuinely believe it's the body of Christ once he does the job on it.
No, they say
Whereas
it's a symbol.
Protestants, they don't believe that.
But we don't believe that, though.
What?
Because we're not stupid.
I know, but then there's another thing as well. Protestants don't have purgatory. There's no waiting room in their line of
Oh, yeah, let everyone in, is it, yeah?
No, you either go one way or the other.
You either go to hell or you go to Connacht.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To hell or heaven. There is no purgatory.
Go away, all right,
Yeah.
okay. So we reckon...
or statues.
What? Oh, there's no statues?
They don't be, pushing the old, what do you call the sleeping St. James or whatever you call them.
Or the Child of Prague.
The Child of Prague. None of that stuff, apparently.
Okay,
I could be hugely wrong on this. I did very little research.
No, let's generalise the
driving
Protestants.
over here.
No, let's generalise the Protestants.
No, but...
Did you know if you stand still in front of a Protestant, they can't see anymore? Because they only see in motion. They can't see still imagery. Did you know that? No, yeah. I don't mean to... Now that we're just spitting facts about Protestants, it's mad.
What?
Did you know
they
can only see blue cars? Do you know that?
No.
Oh, it's mental stuff. Some of it
you
as
going
well.
down the road of...
You know that they see... This is all true now. Whenever it's daytime, they see it as night.
Right.
And whenever it's nighttime, they see it as daytime.
This
as well,
sounds like Derry Girls.
That's why they're all
Something
up
about
every
putting
night.
toasters in a cupboard.
That one is... that's real. I was joking, obviously, about not being able to see motion or whatever like that.
Because I was surprised that's an odd thing.
The toaster in the cupboard thing is a real Protestant
thing. Is it?
And I'm sure there's some Protestants that listen to us, and they will tell us that for some reason they keep toasters in the cupboard.
My whole point, though, was, aren't they lovely? And why are they getting such flack by comedians? They seem to be just the easy win with a crowd. Yeah. Especially in Sligo. I wonder how these lads get on when they go up the north. Yeah, when there's a slightly more Protestant crowd.
Yeah, but even better, there's a big Protestant crowd in Sligo now.
Yeah, but they've got great laughs taking the piss out of them.
Yeah, I know, but it's great. But you have to be able to laugh at yourself, Ray.
I suppose.
Do you know? Mm-hmm. And even if you're going to be going after whatever race you go after, or whatever creed or religion you go after, you have to be willing to laugh at yourself.
You reminded me of something.
As long as it's not at my expense, I don't mind. Make whatever jokes you want. What have I reminded you of?
The Prince William. I love talking about. What about the South Park episode?
Oh my God! Listen, lads, if I've ever seen something that has hit the nail on the head more than that South Park episode,
they nailed it.
They absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
The worldwide privacy tour, and it's them going around telling everyone that they want privacy.
There's an excerpt from Prince William's. Is it William's? No, Harry's. Prince Harry's book Spare.
Oh yeah.
Where he talks
Spare
about
prick,
Spare Prick. Yeah. But that's unusual because he actually talks about a section in it where he had something wrong with his young fella.
Was it blue or something?
And he took something out of his mother's makeup bag and rubbed it on.
Lipstick.
Thinking that would work. No, concealer or something.
So in Prince Harry's book Spare Prick,
yes,
he said, I had a problem with my young fella, the horn.
Yeah.
And he said, I went into me mother's box and took out the concealer to put it onto it as well to make it the right colour or something.
I'm just looking for it here now. Basically, Prince Harry left readers wincing with his account of applying Elizabeth Arden cream used by his late mother to his frost-bitten penis in 2011.
Hang on now.
Yeah.
He went, and so Princess Diana is his old one.
Yes.
Was his old one.
Yeah.
And she left her
When
makeup.
did she die?
What?
When did she die?
Princess died.
When did she pass away?
Was it not the 90s, no?
It was the 90s.
Yeah.
So back in 2011.
So she left her makeup box. And he said, you know what? I bet you she has something in there for a blue Mickey.
Yeah, but someone recommended it to him. They said if your young fella is, I can't say penis.
Come here. Can I just talk for a second about Prince Harry's Mickey? Right? If he got a frostbite penis, take your Mickey out of the snow and stop riding the earth.
No, well, yeah, it was cold.
How? But how? Doesn't make any sense.
I never heard of a frostbitten penis.
Yeah, I've heard of toes going because they're in the snow and fingers maybe if you let them exposed to
don't know why his one.
Was he walking around with his Mickey out in the middle of Antarctica or something? Any fella who lets their Mickey get frostbitten
in the past
is not looking after themselves the way they should be.
Harry recalls that his late mother, Princess Diana, used to.
I'll tell you one thing though. Hey, if you heard of me, some border, I'd say, man.
What?
Jeez, he had a border for 3 weeks, man, with the frostbitten Mickey on him.
True, I didn't actually think of that.
Yeah, geez.
Yeah, he used to apply the cream. The Prince Diana used to apply the cream to her lips, and says that the smell of the product made him feel like his mother was right there in the room before he applied the cream to his penis. What? What kind of crazy stuff is this?
Hang on.
Yeah, hold on. I have more here now. More
this
news.
Is mental. Are you telling me that he was rubbing his Mickey going, geez, I miss me mother?
No. Now stop now a minute. It's just that I didn't do any research for this and I'm reading it bit by bit and you're getting all the wrong idea.
I'm getting the right
Prince
idea.
Harry, 38, recounts how a friend recommended he use the product on the injured area after he returned from a trip to the North Pole before his brother's wedding. Harry recounts that he had been unsuccessful with home remedies to heal his ailment when a friend recommended to use the Elizabeth Arden formula. And he said to himself, my mum used to use that on her lips. You want me to put that on my todger, he said to the friend. After his pal's reassurance that the cream worked, Harry procured himself a tube, saying the smell of it brought him back to his childhood when his mother was still alive. So I felt as if my mother was right there in the room. Then I took a smidge and applied it down there.
There's nothing like thinking, geez, I'd love if my mother was in the room now while you have your pants down. Oh my Christ almighty. Like that's, Ray, can I just tell you something by the way? I have to tell you.
They called it a Freudian nightmare.
I have to tell you something, Ray. Let me say, like, these people that you love and adore. Okay?
I'm not that fond of them lately now.
Well, you would have been fond of him before he left your oh gracious fucking queen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay? These people, I don't mind saying this about the...
But have you never been like told a home remedy thing to do something to fix
something?
Yeah,
but I never did it and said, I can't wait to rub this on my Mickey. I wish my mammy was here.
Say that. I can see what happened. Obviously the friend said, right, look, if you're... But I don't understand how you get a frostbitten Mickey.
Yeah, so this is the thing. I have to explain this to you, Ray. We're not like these people. Okay, so there's a level of celebrity in the world.
We don't go to the North Pole for starters.
No, well, that's for sure. There's a level of celebrity in the world who are a little bit kind of on edge. Okay, but then the royal family are 50 times that.
Yeah.
Okay, they can never be normal, and this is such this is a great example of it. This fella somehow got a frostbitten Mickey because he was dipping it in the snow in the Antarctica.
Yeah,
he was 100% dipping it above the North Pole or wherever the hell it was. Okay. Yeah. How'd you get a frostbitten Mickey? It's so easy keep your Mickey warm. It's so easy keep your Mickey warm.
Any good pair of Levi boxers or something from Dunn's Doors.
Any good pair of hands that keep a Mickey warm. Jesus Christ, right?
Yeah.
So not only does he let himself get frostbitten Mickey, he doesn't then go, well, do you know what I'll do now? I'll go see my physician.
A medical professional.
Yeah. Well, no, what I'll do is I'll ask fucking...
Dr. Joe would have that sorted in no time.
He'd have a Dr. Joe.
Dr. Joe would say, you wouldn't have got that if you went to Portugal. Give his first thing he'd say.
Of course he would. Would you not go
and then he'd give me not Elizabeth Arden cream.
Oh my God. Know? So the thing is, he then goes, well, I'll just go home then and try this thing that my random friend said.
Random friend said Elizabeth Arden.
I had to say that, he has to be thick as shit, He must be awful stupid.
He must be stupid to put it in the book, to actually sit there and go, that's a fierce story. Now, I'll put that in the book.
Better again for you. Here we go.
Yeah.
Why is he putting it all in the book, okay? One, he wants to open up and just let the world, embrace him as he is.
No, it's put it all out there before the paper could do it for him.
That's a great example. That could
I have
be true.
to say, that's a solid answer.
Yeah. I think the other answer is, this bitch wife of mine said, you better degrade the shite out of yourself in this book because I am the alpha in this relationship.
Yeah.
And then he said, no bother. She said, don't talk to me. I never said
what is the South Park called her? The Instagram loving bitch wife.
Yeah, Instagram loving bitch wife.
Oh my God,
I mean, they slaughtered her on it. Isn't it unreal?
I don't think I've ever seen anyone getting as much of an episode. It was a whole episode about them.
Did you see? Well, it wasn't about them. It was about the Canadian prince and princess.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, but they're trying to take it down now, I'm told.
Oh, no, but so here's the thing. Again, that is such, where do you get the authority to say, I want you to take down that South Park episode? Would you ever fuck off? You can't live in the limelight and embrace all the limelight and go, how dare you put me into it again for something else? You have to be open to scrutiny as well. And the reason it hurts so bad is because it's so true.
So true.
It is so true. Everything about it.
Prophecy.
It's absolutely. Did you see the scene, Ray, where they're bringing the Queen down on a funeral?
Bad stuff there.
Oh my God! It cuts to a shot of her.
I didn't enjoy that now.
She's married. And Elton John, they called him Smelly John. He's going up singing, "Oh, dear Queen." Oh, it's unreal. There's comedy writers there like that. Imagine the crack sitting down at the table. When when Trey Parker said to the other fella, I think let's do an episode. And they go, I can't wait to write this.
Yeah.
I can't, because you can write whatever you want.
Yeah.
But
South Park have been mighty in fairness. They really have.
Oh, they call everything.
They call everything out.
Yeah, they just call it.
But isn't mad how they've found themselves a place in the world where they don't have to be, adhering to the wokeness.
Isn't that mad? Yeah, because certain things get bypasses.
Yeah.
I never understand that.
Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson seems to be kind of toying with that too. He nearly has that ability.
Well, do you want to know what the biggest... So, how do you bypass what you call wokeness, okay? I didn't call it that. The only way you bypass it is by not apologizing. And I don't mean in an ignorant way. You have to be unapologetically doing stuff.
Yeah.
You can't be going into situations worried about, oh my God, I wonder is this actually going to...
But then you have the one, Katie Hopkins. You know her?
Yeah, she's a wanker.
See, she's also unapologetic.
You're not drawing a blurred enough line. Yeah. She's unapologetically a wanker.
I've seen an awful video of her with a group of larger ladies.
Oh yeah.
And they were saying the things you say about us isn't nice.
Yeah.
And she just turned around and said, "But you're fat."
Yeah, she said, "I don't care."
Decisively.
Yeah. So she's not being nice there.
Yeah, it's really weird,
Yeah, and so she's just an old bitch that no one really likes.
Okay.
But that's it. That's what I'm saying. It's a very blurry line that you've got to go with. When South Park do their episode, then they unfortunately Harry and Meghan have made themselves fair game.
Yes.
You can't say we just wanted to get away from the limelight, so we wrote a book and we went on Oprah and we got 100 million from Netflix.
Yeah.
Then fuck off. You're obviously going to get found out.
You are.
And there's a general consensus involved as well, Ray. So if the general consensus is, I think they're a load of fucking idiots, they're probably a load of idiots. And if everyone watches the South Park episode and goes,
yes, that's exactly it.
That's it. That's kind of what they're doing.
But it was the first time that anyone really put it so plainly and simply out there.
Yeah.
That literally they're going around the world going, we want privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard a story of a guy who he said something that he shouldn't have said in the 80s. Said something now.
In the 80s?
Yeah, in the 80s.
Yeah.
So he used to be a real drug addict.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So he said something coked off his mind in the 80s. He's a comedian, right? And they found it. They found a clip of him talking about it.
Yeah.
And he was laughing, going, I was so crazy back in the 80s, waiting to hear what I said one time.
Yeah.
And they tried to cancel him on that clip.
Yes.
And do you know what he said?
What?
No.
They
said, you better apologise. And he said, no. He said, I was coked off my mind in the 80s. That's why I said that thing.
That's why I said it.
Yeah. He was like, and now I'm making light of it. Like.
So, well, you know what I say stupid things like?
Well, you said some really edgy stuff now at the podcast on Tuesday. Stuff, because some stuff that I wouldn't go down that road now.
Right.
You know? And you think I'm the You said to me last night, actually, now that I'm thinking about this, you said, Mark, I'm really worried about your Linda Martin material.
Oh,
right?
I was feeling bad for Linda.
And then I was saying, Ray, at the end of the show,
you said some nasty things.
You decided to tell people about someone you met on a plane. I can't even talk about it anymore again now. I'm like, where is... your morality so messed up. Oh, I felt bad for Linda Martin, but I didn't feel bad saying what I said at the end. That is so weird. Like,
okay.
Like, why would you feel bad for Linda Martin?
Well, I just thought that it was a bit harsh on the poor lady. Like, she's obviously, do you know?
I thought it was a bit harsh on an entire race.
How
Ray,
would
what you said? Honestly.
Now, but again, taking your advice there, I need to be unapologetic.
Yeah, you do, because in order to have those conversations, especially me and you trying to drag crack out of a fucking wet blanket, okay? Like, we are not really that funny people.
No.
Like, so we have to really push.
We have to work hard.
Yeah. So we are every so often going to say something that's going to hurt someone, right? And then afterwards, we'll usually have a conversation and go, do you think is that something we want to be known for saying?
Definitely something you should think about doing is apologising to Linda.
I would never apologise to Linda Warchie, ever. I refuse. I can't believe you're asking me to do that, Ray. I'm livid now.
I just think if you were in a room with Linda and we played that clip back to her, and she'd be sitting there crying.
Yeah, but we'll never be in a room with her.
But Matt, if I organise that, and we have a little meeting,
listen,
McDonald's, Carrow Retail Park.
Yeah, if you want to meet Linda Martin in McDonald's,
and I just want to say, and I'll tell her, I said, I think he will feel worse about this if he actually sees you there, upset about what you said about him.
No, I would absolutely be upset if I seen her crying because I said that she's old and shouldn't be on TV anymore. Yeah. Okay. I'd be like, geez, that's upsetting to see her upset there now. Yeah. But I'm not seeing her now. So it's grand.
Right.
Like, I'm willing to take that risk, like, that I won't meet Linda Martin.
Can I ask a completely different matter? Your outfit is very distracting today.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I wore everything. Huh?
To describe for those listening on the audio, and for anyone on the Patreon, you probably can't see it either because we've got the tight camera angles now.
Big tight camera angles.
He's wearing, what do you call them? They're flip-flops.
They're called sliders. Unders armour.
A really, really white sock pulled all the way up to the extent it can be pulled up.
It's actually pulled up right below me, Mickey. Which is actually just at my ankle.
And all I can say then is it's a pair of Nike, it's a tight Nike tracksuit bottom, beige tracksuit bottom. Looks like something a person would wear riding a horse.
Yeah, I'll tell you what now, Ray. I would be galloping if I was out there now. That's perfect.
But it's just very distracting.
And then I'm wearing a grey hoodie then.
And then a big baggy grey hoodie.
Yeah. No, but I'm very expressive.
You look like an American soccer mom.
What? You fucking prick.
I'm not going to apologise.
No, don't. Even if they're sitting in front of you.
Unapologetic.
You know?
Yeah.
No, what I mean by unapologetic, Ray, is don't say it about me. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I don't mind who you make fun of as long as it's not me. It can't be at my expense.
Okay.
Because I get hurt then. There's no point in hurting anybody. Like,
I have bits.
I just think your morality, Ray, sometimes is so weird that you got so upset with me for saying Linda Martin. Oh, look, they wheeled out Linda Martin again.
Yeah, I just thought, just personally, you were hurting her.
No, but then you'll say...
What did she do to you?
So then, but then I'll come in here then one week and say, Ray, I had a shy pint downtown. Yeah. And you'll say, oh, it was in this place. No, let them know. And then, like, I can't say it about Linda, but you can corner Brendan or someone and go, that's a lot of shite now what you're after doing.
Okay,
straight to their face. I can't make a Linda Martin joke, like.
Don't be getting upset about
Jesus Christ, man.
You're not feeling bad, are you?
I am not feeling bad. Don't ring her. Anyway, have you bits there? You said you have a few bits.
A few bits. Things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Geez, you're really quick on the ball today, Ray.
I'm not good. I've drinking the face we said last night.
Should we talk about Ali's christening actually before we do anything else?
Yeah.
So yesterday we had a wonderful party where we christened my lovely baby daughter Ali. Okay.
Yes.
We christened her into the Catholic Church.
You did.
Okay.
You picked the wrong one, but go on.
I should have made her a Protestant baby.
Yeah.
Did you hear, Kendy, a Protestant baby? Jesus. Oh, they didn't know at the time now. They only found out 5 months in. That's a Protestant baby.
They went to get her christened, but then they said, no, she's the other side.
Jeez, they said, that's a Protestant baby if I ever saw one. Yeah.
How did you know?
I was born with a silver spoon in their mouth. No, so...
The side of soup.
That's brilliant. Oh, fuck. So we christened her Ali James Kendy, which confused the shite out of the priest.
James?
Yeah, it confused them so much. So you get a little leaflet when you're christening your child, and everyone has to read off it. And he reads this, and you read the responses as they go, like, you know. But it's full of he, she, because, you know, it's a generic one.
Yeah.
So the priest reads the pamphlet, and then he picks either the he or the she based on what he's looking at and based on the name. So when he says, you know, does she denounce Jesus, or does she denounce does she denounce Jesus? Does she denounce the devil? And does she bring Jesus into her life? And when they said, what is the chosen name for your baby? We said Ali James. Yeah. He had a look. He just had a quick
looks like a little Pakistani baby. With some Irish roots. Ali James.
And a wee moustache and an Ali G thing on their head. So he looked and went, he made a bad judgment call for the first half.
Right.
Where he went, and does he renounce the Lord? And does he do this
but
for
not
this?
Not a bad judgment, a fairly understandable one.
And then halfway through, whenever he asked us a question, you know, with that does she or does he, and we said she does. Yeah. And then he looked together with, Jesus, is this like a non-binary baby that they think they're raising, or what is going on here? He had an awful panic attack. He eventually landed on she. He said she and looked at us, and we kind of went, yeah. And then he went, lovely, thank God I can go on with it again. Yeah. So we christened her above there in Carroll Road Church. Yeah. And we went down to the Riverside Hotel. Yeah. Oh, lovely spread now. Yeah. And we had everybody over. And then we went out then. We did what all typical Irish parents do at a christening.
You got messy in a pub.
They remind themselves eventually, even though they can lie to themselves all day long.
Who's they?
Parents.
Oh, yeah.
Of the child.
Yeah.
They can lie all day long that this is about the child getting christened and it's all about the baby.
It's not.
And then come 8 o'clock, they'll turn to an auntie or a grandmother and say, will you bring that one home? Yeah. We want to go drinking and actually celebrate and really embrace what the day is about.
Catholicism.
Which is the parents.
The Holy Spirit. Up inside the child.
It starts off with everyone pretending it's about the Holy Spirit up above the child.
Is she different today?
Yeah, she's way more whiny. I didn't know the Holy Spirit it's like a bad vaccine or something. You know what I mean? Like, she's getting her vaccines now, right? And the doctors are telling us, look, she might shit herself a bit more often now for 24 hours. Fair enough. Priest should be able to say it to you. Look, I'm just letting you know now, she'll be a bit whiny now for another 24 or 48 hours while the Holy Spirit's doing its work above her.
Before it wears off. Did he drop her into the water, or what way did he sprinkle the water?
He doesn't dip her. Did you see during COVID? It just reminds you. You know the squirt guns and everything that they were working on. Yeah, do you remember during COVID they had squirt guns because you couldn't get within 2 meters of each other?
No, I didn't know
2 meter
that.
Peter. Did you ever see the video as well of the priest who was obviously gone senile and he started slapping the head of the baby when the baby's crying? Christ above it below. Anyway, we had a lovely priest. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
Father, him. So he was lovely.
Father.
I'm not saying his name. I'm not saying the fucking name of anyone ever. Oh, right. I'd say his name now. No, he's lovely.
But I'd say if you have your press now to say the name.
No.
You wouldn't maybe remember the name.
No, I remember everything about him. I know his PPS number and everything.
What's his name, though?
His name is Father Howya. Okay, so Father Howya. I'm not saying his name, Ray.
Because you don't know his name.
No, I know everything about him, Ray. I know his mother's name.
Kendy, did you book a priest to christen your daughter and you can't tell me the name of the priest?
I know everything about this priest, Ray.
What is his name?
It's actually sickening now.
I will beep it out. Say it there so we'll hear it. No, I'm not,
because I don't trust you to beep out anything. It is sickening me that you would actually come at me. Attack me. Attack me.
How could you not know the name of the priest that christened your child?
I absolutely know the name of this priest that christened me child. I just have to ask Nicola. That's all. It's not that I don't know this, that Nicola knows it for both of us.
Right. You didn't need to know his name.
All the knowledge we have is kept in a chamber in her head.
Look at the big rock star head you rocking into Carroll Road Church going, yeah, just go on. Just get it done. I know whoever you are, just do it.
But I wouldn't tell you anyway, Ray.
You don't know the priest's name.
I told you, Nicola knows it. Nicola has all of our knowledge.
What was the name of the priest that married you?
And she forgets everything we need to forget.
Do you remember the name of the priest that married you?
I actually do remember the name of the priest that married us.
Isn't it shocking then so, the priest that actually christened your firstborn child?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Parents are selfish bastards. Right. I try to get to that point.
Did you make much money on it?
Oh man, I didn't think we made half enough. I mean, eventually we're going to have to start sending out invoices or something to people. Jesus Christ, if we're going to put you up in Fiji, lads, will you throw a few pounds? No, I'm joking. That is awful.
We got you closed.
That's awful.
I won't pay for the spread.
No, that is awful. The one thing, I said this to Nicola, okay? Yeah. I very much appreciate the gifts that we got, especially the ones that you and Laura got as well. They were lovely.
Yeah,
okay?
Well now, again, it's a bit like you not knowing the name of the priest. I don't know what we
that's what I'm saying. Laura has that knowledge for you as well.
She did all that side of things.
But that's the great
But it is from us.
You need a good woman to mind everything that that you don't want to be minding, like knowledge and money. Okay, so
I can't believe you don't know the priest name.
I fuck. Shut up.
So bad.
Shut up.
Oh, you're so thankful.
Okay, I'm going to know him now, man, because he'll be doing her Holy Communion.
Yeah,
right? And he'll be doing her confirmation.
First thing you do there now is go up and say, "What's your name?"
What's your name again, man? How things, man? I know his name.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, the one thing, I hate having parties. I hate having parties in our name, okay? I hated having our wedding because I was like, people don't want to come to this, and we're just going to make them spend money on someone that they don't want to see Kendy get married.
Yeah.
Okay? I look shit in the suit.
Yeah.
Okay? Ali's, we'd say a baby shower, I was the same. I was like, we're making people come now and give more presents and gifts and all that.
That was a great day.
And then it was the same for the christen. I was like, Nick, I'd love to send out a message to everyone and say, do not bring us money, do not bring us any gifts. It's not fair on ye. We can't be having a Kendy do every 2 months.
That's what has been happening.
That's what's been happening.
I honestly, I've never been to more dues.
Yeah, there's a Kendy do every 2 months. It's bi-monthly
and
now.
It's the reason we don't have a house and we're still living with Sean O'Reilly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm forcing you to still live with Sean O'Reilly.
Yeah, just to keep up with your every 2 months Kendy party. What's happened now? Oh, Ali's 2.
Yeah, there's something all the time. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair to have people bring a load of stuff to you all the time.
Just calm down. Stop making children. Stop having events.
I can't help it, Ray. I have an awful yoke. I can't help it, Ray. Oh, geez, I do have to throw it around. So, that's awful. I hate talking about that. There was a huge crowd there yesterday, wasn't there?
Massive
also, I
turnout.
got to re-look into my future.
Oh.
Okay, because now that we're in the family event section of our lives, okay?
Yeah.
So me and Nicola have now passed over into the family event section.
Yes.
And the wedding was the first of those acts. Okay.
Yeah.
Act 2 then was the Christian and the child. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to see what's ahead of us. Okay. And what apparently is ahead of us is 30 screaming kids running around a pub.
I did notice
wrecking staff's head.
There was a lot of kids at that party yesterday.
Oh my God. I was
kind
so
of raging.
overwhelmed.
I thought it'd be a little bit more, Adult.
Yeah, okay. So here's the thing.
That'd be mostly Ali's friends.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I have to now, I'm going to give you the knowledge. That's
great.
coming. So this is down the line. You have to make a decision, Ray, going forward.
Yeah.
What kind of Raybo do you want to be? Okay. You are going to eventually have to pass through that as well, if you please.
Yeah.
Only if you please. If you don't please, don't marry Laura. Decide now. Are you going to marry her or not?
Okay, go on.
Because your life changes and your events change, okay? So while you're sitting down enjoying a pint of Guinness or a Heineken, you're going to have to be on edge watching 30 kids run all over the place all the time.
No.
Okay, well then you have to split up with Laura, Ray. I'm
No,
so sorry.
I don't want to split up. I was up in Pet Maxi Zoo the last day, and they've massive cages for dogs. And they're roomy, and I'd call them a playpen.
Well, that's
so
very
you
good.
Put cushions in it.
How did Donald Trump get on with that, man, when they were trying to cross the Mexican border?
But
he was on CNN every day.
Why don't you put the children in a little box?
I mean,
a sealed off area.
Listen, my mother kept me in cages the whole way through my childhood.
I suppose not great for the child.
There's nothing wrong with me. I would agree with you wholeheartedly, but you can't do that to kids anymore, Ray. You have to let them run free, Ray. They're like free range birds.
Well, then there should be a free range running place for kids.
There should be,
The Riverside Hotel should have a spot out the back.
That's just
like a little dog area.
Yeah, well, like McDonald's does, where they have it out.
Yeah, an old climbing frame or something.
A lot of places would have that. Did you know there's churches in the world, Ray? And I explained plenty of them. A lot of them in Galway now. I think it's Knocknacarra where this one is.
Oh, they have a wee room at the back.
They have a wee room at the back of the church where if you're a family and your child is going to scream the head while your man's trying to read the Gospel according to St. Anthony, or the big Anthony's young fella Anthony, or the Gospel according to Big Joe Joyce, right? While he's trying to read out the Gospel according to Big Joe, you can't have your child screaming, so you keep them in the family room up the back.
Family room is always the best.
And there's a speaker. But here's the thing, though. We had this conversation today. Is that good now for the discipline of a child?
Oh, right.
Or do you teach him? When you go into Mass, and Father Fitzgoodentide is up there and he's reading the Gospel according to St. Joe, shut up. Now, I know now, Ray. It's not as easy. No. I have two really good friends of mine. Their name is, so it's, okay, should I say their name? Because they won't mind, because they were actually at the live show on Tuesday and they probably don't mind. Noel and Trisha, okay?
Oh, okay.
Years ago on this podcast, they were waiting for this day to come, by the way. Oh. Years ago on this podcast, I don't know what episode it was. I said, I hate parents who just put a phone or a tablet in front of their child.
Oh, you did remember this?
How dare they, right?
Yeah.
I got big sexy into it.
Yeah.
Apparently, Trisha made a note in her calendar that day.
She did not.
She made a note in her calendar that day and she said, one day,
Kendy,
I will get to tell Kendy, I told you so, and don't be such a smug bastard. I can tell you now, Trisha and Noel, that day is here, and it was a good while ago. Okay, I'm only 5 months into
Is
fatherhood.
Ali watching stuff?
I have already gone, oh my God, she won't shut up. I'm just going to put on like Coco Melon because she likes the colours.
Right.
It's only because she likes the colours though. It's actually educational. You're lying to yourself. I'm not going to call out my wife, right? She's a lovely woman. Nicola spends 15 hours on TikTok. I've seen Ali trying to scroll her phone. She's 5 fucking months.
Get away.
So you have to be so careful around them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's so easy just to go, I need her to shut up now for a minute. So I'm just going to put her into a bouncer and put this thing on the television.
Put her in a little dog cage.
And like, you tell yourself stuff like, it's just so I can get the dishes done.
Yeah.
And then you sit down and start scrolling and you're like, well, she's happy.
TikTok's dangerous. I'm finding that lately.
TikTok.
I went into my battery usage. I was finding the phone was getting bad. I was thinking, am I doing an upgrade now? I need to get a new phone. And I went in and I looked at the battery usage. 1/3 of my battery is spent on TikTok.
And then the other third is probably idle, and then a third of other shit.
The other is just making texts and phone calls like a phone should.
Oh my God.
I'm worried about the old TikTok.
TikTok is crazy.
I think I might have to delete it, but then that'll be the end of us.
No, you can't delete it. You pray. I'd rather see you deteriorate than see our livelihood deteriorate.
Speaking of TikTok, I seen a great video on
I love this. I'd love to do a section on this show that would only be for video purposes. Okay, hear me out now. Where we look at, you bring 5 TikTok videos and I'd bring 5 TikTok videos.
I think we suggested this way back at the start.
I'd love to do that. And just do it in video form. Put it on Patreon.
Can I tell you some facts?
Go on.
Never in the history of the world has pirate treasure ever been found.
That can't be true.
Never.
So are pirates fake then?
No, it's just a thing that's been... they're fake. They're a fiction.
No. Because when the Somalians were robbing boats off the coast... and pirates.
No, I mean...
And so we never got any of that money back. Captain Phillips was a lie.
Yeah, it was all... Well, no, that's different.
That's piracy. That's
no,
pirates.
but I mean the old fella...
You mean the fella with one eye hopping around?
Exactly. Yeah. No one has ever died in quicksand.
That's not true.
That's true.
It's none of this is all...
These are all things that you thought in the world were true, but they're not.
But I've seen people die in quicksand.
On where?
In Indiana Jones.
Exactly. Fiction.
Surely people have...
No one has ever died in quicksand.
That can't be true. Okay, but we'll find that out afterwards. I don't believe you.
Highly paid professional assassins don't really exist.
What?
Yeah.
There's hitmen.
Where?
I know loads of hitmen.
No, you don't. You know them on television.
No, there's real hitmen.
No,
that's such a general statement.
Sorry, now. Yes, there are hitmen. There are big lumps of lads that are, didn't get on well in early life and have fallen into a life of killing people.
They did a shit leaving cert.
Yeah. They're obviously now used to kill people.
Yeah.
But there isn't a whole lot of, important people that have to be killed all the time.
Yeah.
You don't see too many people. It's only the odd time.
Yeah, it's only the odd time people are killed. You're right.
You can't have these situations like you see in the films. There's loads of people working as highly paid professional assassins.
I think there definitely is.
There might be one or two.
Okay, I love this. I love all of these facts are so disputable.
They're not.
I can't wait to put this up on TikTok and everyone say raise a bollocks.
It's always done by just some goon who needs the money. It's not a job where you can become like highly paid and a master at it.
Definitely is.
No.
You can get a FETAC level 5.
There aren't that many assassinations
you
you're doing.
You can get a FETAC level 5 in assassinations. If you go to UCD now, you can do an online course in assassinations.
Silencers.
Yeah.
They don't work.
Well, why are they on guns and James Bond then?
I don't know.
Why did James Bond shoot everyone in the back of the skull ray and then got away with it then?
Yeah, but you'd hear the sound, you'd hear they just don't work.
No, it goes pew. Right? Instead of the gun going, it goes pew.
Yeah, but you still hear the fucking thing.
Yeah, but it's still silent. It's muffler.
Oh, it's a muffler.
Pew. Like it just goes, that's what it does. Have you ever heard it in James Bond?
Knockout gas.
Oh, yeah.
Not a thing.
So you're telling me that chloroform is not real?
Oh, it is. If you put that over someone, you put them to sleep. But no, you know the way sometimes you see them roll in the yolks.
Tear gas.
The yolks and everybody's gone to sleep.
Yeah.
On the films. That doesn't work.
Okay, no, that works as well. I can't dispute these anymore. That's
when you're getting something done in an operation, they have a dedicated person there who's an anesthesiologist.
Yeah.
And they have to very carefully regulate the amount of stuff you get put in you.
Yeah.
So that you go sleep and you don't die.
Yeah, but that's why the bombs. So yeah, they're not going to go in and let off a grenade. So when you see like 3 not so very qualified goons running into a place and they roll off these big grenades and puts out this smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all real, yeah.
No, it's not. There's a lot of people that have died.
No, yeah, it's real. They knocks them out and then they wake up 5 minutes later and go like that.
No, they'll be dead.
It does it. There's loads of little fairies running around their head like that and they wake up and go, ugh. That's what I seen it.
Tranquilizer darts.
Oh yeah, they're real.
No.
Yes, they are.
Absolutely not.
Ray, I seen it in Ace Ventura. No. Stop telling me stuff isn't real when I've seen it. In Ace Ventura, he gets shot in the neck with one of them and then he doesn't go down, so he gets shot in the other neck.
Why don't cops use them then so?
What? Because they'll catch someone in the eye and explode their eye.
They won't.
That's exactly why cops don't use them.
If there was these tranquilizer darts, cops would be using them all the time.
No, I've seen Hang on. I watched your man from the television program with the lions in it.
All of this stuff is television program.
No, this is a real one though. You know your man, the Carol Baskin fella. What's his name?
Tigers.
The Tiger King.
Yeah.
The Tiger King shot a lion in the back of and he fell asleep. There's 100%
why don't they use them on? Why don't cops use them?
Because if you give a stupid Irish guard, right, a fella who can't pass a fucking fitness test, okay, right. The fitness test too hard, man, for his big belly, right? If you give him a yoke with the shaky hand on him because he's smoking 20 Benson and he's drinking every night, and you tell him shoot that fella in the neck there to knock him out, he'll pierce someone's eye out of their head.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, anyway, you have to have some aim, like.
Yeah, well, you don't see them.
Like, we can't give the guards anything in this country. They're not trained enough.
You know the whole thing in the James Bond films where, like, you get knocked out and then you wake up a few hours later tied to a chair?
Yeah.
That's serious brain damage. That doesn't happen. You don't. If you hit someone hard enough
to knock them out for 5 hours,
to put them out and actually be able to move them to another place and tie them to a chair while they're out of it.
Okay, that one I agree with.
That is serious brain damage the person has.
That one I agree with, because if you watch the UFC event like that or boxing, when someone gets knocked out, they're usually awake 10 seconds later. Yeah. If you're knocked out for 5 hours, you're bleeding internally.
Yeah. If you've ever even been briefly unconscious, you go to the hospital. Yeah. Do you know?
Not like, and especially with a karate chop as well to the neck. Yeah, and then your man's out there for 5 hours.
That's very good. Do you ever see these highly paid assassins, the way they just snap a person's neck?
Yeah, they just go...
That can't happen.
Yeah,
we don't be walking around killing ourselves.
No, I've seen that in Ashton Powers. That is possible.
You just can't. That's not possible.
No, well, I think that's possible.
No, it's not. Your neck is designed to go around from that. You can't just someone come up behind me and go, turn me head to the left, next thing I'm dead.
Yeah, but, well, funny enough, I've seen chiropractors pull the same stunt, like, but they don't knock people out. Like,
or kill them.
Yeah, they don't. They just charge them 120 quid.
Imagine chiropractors. It's a real danger in the industry.
Yeah, but it
killing
is,
people.
Though. Yeah. We do it once every so often. I stab someone's neck like Ashton Powers.
There's no such thing as drawing chalk around the body.
That's real. I've seen that. I've seen it in Max Payne, it's a computer game. I've seen it.
No.
You keep telling me the stuff that I've seen, really.
No.
They don't draw chalk around people.
They would seriously contaminate the crime scene. If someone went in with a big box of chalk... Do a good job.
Okay, now everyone.
And literally, it's like in school and you're tracing. Yeah, you know.
School. Everyone said their tongue is out of their mouth like you would, but you know that.
Yeah. Or I'm after fucking up here. Can someone get me some hot water?
No, that one's real. I've seen that in Max Payne.
If you get arrested, what do you get when you get brought to the jail?
What do you mean? One phone call?
Yeah, no.
No, you do. I've seen
that.
I 100% I've seen that.
No,
right.
It's not. It's some jurisdictions that might give you that right, but not all. And it's literally not there at all, I think, at the best times.
No. So you don't even get, even if you have no 86 mobile or something, they wouldn't give you...
Get the phone
call. What if you have credit? Can you send a call me? Can you send a call me from prison? I'm not ringing anyone. I just want to send them a call me. I want to let me mother know. Do you remember the call me's back in the day?
I do, yeah.
Do you remember that? You'd never... Like, my mother used to say to me, because I would never have credit go to a football match, she'd say something like, send me 3 call me so that I know you're there safe. So that's how she'd know. She'd wait for 3 call me's to come in.
You actually send them 3 call and that would be the code.
That's the code for Mark got there safely. 1 call me is, I don't know, someone tried to diddle me. 2 call me's is, I'm not playing, I'm on the bench. Come down and give out in the sideline.
I can't believe there used to be a thing called call me.
Yeah, you used to have to send a call me, like. Anyway, you said you have one more.
The one last one was that there's no minimum time for reporting someone missing. You know the way they say you have to wait 48 hours before you can report someone missing?
Yeah, no, I've seen that in television programs.
Again, no.
Everything's like, I've seen that on TV.
TV. Now, says I. Right, moving swiftly on. James O'Malley sent us in some interesting material.
Okay. He's into the computers, isn't he?
He's big into the computers.
Yeah.
So
he knows all the computers. Windows 95, 98, Vista. Apparently he worked on XP for years, Ray.
He went on to the ChatGPT website. Yeah, www.chatgpt.com. And he asked them, have you heard about the Kendy and Raybo podcast?
This is going to be so embarrassing.
To which ChatGPT, this all-knowing artificial intelligence, said, I'm sorry, but as an artificial intelligence language model, I don't have personal experiences or emotions, nor do I have the ability to hear things outside of text-based information. However, I can tell you that I don't have any information on a podcast called Kendy and Raybo. It's possible that it's a new or lesser-known podcast, or it could be that I don't have an up-to-date information on it. Can you provide more details about it, like the topic or genre?
Like, doesn't that hurt so bad?
Oh, it gets worse.
He
then says, he tried to describe what we're like. He said, it's like the Two Johnnies podcast, but funnier. So the ChatGPT came back and said, I see. Thank you for providing more information. As far as I know, I still don't have any specific information on a podcast called Kendy and Raybo. However, I'm familiar with the two Johnny's podcast, which is an Irish comedy podcast featuring the two hosts, Johnny McMahon and Johnny O'Brien. The podcast covers blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
That hurts. That cuts so deep. I thought only women could hurt men. I did not know that Vista or Windows 95 could hurt men like that on the ChatGPT.
There was more. Then James
How
O'Malley,
is there more? Why
James O'Malley then asked, it definitely has its own unique sense of humour. Kendy talks about his Mickey a lot. I'm sorry, said ChatGPT again, but I still don't have any information on a podcast yet. However, based on information, it sounds like the podcast might have more adult-orientated or explicit content.
Oh, that's why it won't. Okay, that's why we are as big as the two Johnnies. It's just that we talk dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that cuts so deep. It does though, doesn't it? Like we've been working our whole life at this for years.
This is good though, because if artificial intelligence do take over the world, we'll be exempt.
Yeah, we'll never get found out. It'd nearly make you think we shouldn't bother our arse doing it anymore, wouldn't it? Why are we doing this?
Would we give it up?
If ChatGPT can't even tell who we are.
We have to help
the big
ChatGPT
stupid
along.
Coded head on us.
Now James O'Malley has introduced us to it.
Yeah, so the next time someone puts into ChatGPT who are Kendy and Raybo, ChatGPT is going to say, I don't know specifically who Kendy and Raybo are,
but I know they talk about their Mickey.
Some fluke called James O'Malley came in and tried to tell me. I hadn't a clue what he was on about. That's what ChatGPT is going to do.
Yeah.
Next sake. Anyway, look, fair play to you for listening to another episode. It's great to have Brendan back after 3 weeks and not flicking the keys off himself.
Do you know something? The fact that we've now arranged it so that we have to close the door and leave him outside the dark.
Oh, I've never. So we rearranged our camera angles and we had to close the door so that Brendan doesn't pull focus from the camera.
Had to close the door.
We've been trying this for ages to try and get him. Actually, Brendan, I was only thinking it might be better for you to do this from home. No. So he's doing that. It's great to have him back. We are at the moment deciding on the date for our next live show in Anderson's, which is back. It will be a free event again, like always, downstairs in Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre. Yeah, we're just finalising the date, so keep an eye out. And follow us on TikTok and Instagram if you haven't already.
And also,
if you're only here from TikTok and Instagram, welcome, by the way, because we're getting loads of new people coming in. So,
just for any Sligo residents.
Yeah.
Tremendous Event Centre, Anderson's.
Is there stuff on?
They have an Oasis tribute this Saturday.
Savage, what are they called?
Roll with it.
Lovely, great name, great band. That's when, Ray?
And it's Rag Week this week as well.
Oh, yup, you boy, man.
Tumbling Paddies are in there tonight.
Oh,
Bingo Locos.
It is
the Tremendous Event Centre.
Yeah, it actually is. It actually does the best events in town. Yeah. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
It really goes out there with the events. Fair play to Anderson's. Fair play to Blind Tiger as well with the tasted cocktails.
Yeah.
I've won them right here. It's called a Lucas Edge Board. Okay. Ray, fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.